When Tinubu be governor, when he never be president, he dragged FG to court 31 times because of the issue of restructuring. Afenifere people now talk this one. Tinubu dragged FG to court 31 times because of restructuring. Afenifere speaks. Afenifere on Thursday advised President Bola Tinubu Ahmed not to jettison the call for the restructuring of the country, having been in the vanguard for the struggle during his administration. The Pan Yoruba socio-political group also said the blueprint of restructuring of the economy is ready. The publicity secretary of Afenifere, Magaji Boyega Adejumo, disclosed this while briefing newsmen shortly after the caucus meeting of a group held at the Isanyogbo Ijebu residence of its leader, Pa Ayo Adebanjo. Afenifere posited the idea of restructuring the country geared towards adoption of the parliamentary system of government. He noted that such would help in cutting down huge amounts of money being spent on electioneering campaign and, more importantly, the heavy cost of governance under the federal system of government. What we have here today is a caucus meeting of Afenifere, and the germane national issue that took the center stage was restructuring. Sometime last year in November, a committee under the leadership of Oba Oladipo Olaitan was set up to aggregate Afenifere's view on restructuring, and today the committee said that the report is ready. However, this report will be considered by the executive of the group, after which it will be taken to the General Assembly, where all the members will get to know what we stand on restructuring as Afenifere, and we shall then print the report, do our various publicity on it, for people to be enlightened on what to believe on restructuring. Tinubu himself is a product of Afenifere. He was elected on the platform and ideology of Afenifere. Was elected on the platform and ideology of Afenifere. He took the federal government to court under the leadership of former President Obasanjo for 31 times in an effort to implement restructuring. He did not do anything when former President Buhari was there for 8 years. Probably he was biding his time because he knew that Northerners will not implement restructuring because they thought it will not favor them. But Tinubu is there now as president. He is answerable to all of us as a product of Afenifere and as what the whole Yoruba did under the Afenifere in Adamasinga, Ibadan, Oyo State in 2017. That what we want is nothing but restructuring. For this 2017 meeting, we invited the South, Southeast, and Middle Belt, and this is the beginning of what we call Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum. All right, we call the Southern and the Middle Belt Leaders Forum. So we are still meeting at this forum when other zones will also submit their recommendations. So what we took to 2014 confirm is what we are submitting, even though some things have changed. We will then take it before the National Assembly for their approval. He hinted that Afenifere is proposing a parliamentary system of government in the greater interest of Nigeria. The publicity secretary added, what we are actually proposing is a parliamentary system of government. Late Chief Obafemi Awolowo did not have to campaign in Ijebu-Igbo. All he had to do was to win in Ikene to become a member of the House, and whoever is the leader of the party becomes the Prime Minister or the Premier. The old Western region was from Badagry in Lagos to Asaba in present-day Delta State, but he never had to be complaining everywhere as we do now. It makes governance so cheap. Nobody will have to spend billions on campaigns again. You will need as much as 100 million to campaign for a local government chairmanship election. So until you follow that this system, you will, from a constituency, come into the House of Assembly, and from here, you will choose your ministers and your commissioners. You're not going to be appointing anyone again from outside, but those that have been elected into the House of Assembly. With this system of government, we are going to be spending 1/10 of the humongous resources we are using to run this presidential system of government. In attendance at the meeting, presided over by Padi Banjo, were the deputy leader, Oba Aledipo Olaitan, Chief Supo Sonibari, former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Chief Mrs. Kofoworola Bokno Akerele, being Prince Justice Foloye, Chief Shegun Ojo, and Bashar Shegun Sani. So restructuring for the country, then the era when Tinubu be governor, when OBJ be president, or more the man no allow Tinubu no allow OBJ drink water drop cup on waiting concern restructuring. You understand? He no allow him drink water drop cup because how go is put him. Na so e be. You understand? Na so na e be. He is the vanguard for restructuring. He cannot say today he do not want to talk about it. He must implement it by force. After all, he went to court 31 times because he believed in it. My dear, people can say their belief system has also changed. Why their face changed? All right. He is the vanguard for restructuring. He cannot say today he does not want to talk about it. He must implement it by force. After all, he went to court 31 times because he believed in it. When could they watch now? Thank God he's now the president. Let him restructure her now. If truly he wants restructuring when PDP was in government, if he fails to do so, that means APC is a party of people of hypocrisy who never want good things and never do good for their people. How much government was using to be subsided line of subsiding 1 liter of petrol, or is it possible for government to subsidize 1 liter of petrol with 150 naira? So, my dear, I'm not sure this particular will sit well with Presido. Because if you listen to waiting these people talk, then say for 22 times. 22. No, I don't even go give the wrong figure. 31 times. Say Tinubu drag FG. That time will be JB Presido. He drag FG. Then subsidize Nigeria. Then subsidize. At the end of the day, na him come be that. At the end of the day, na him come be the person now will be saying no one use here subsidy matter. You see this life. A lot of things he did against other presidents, more especially OBJ and GEJ, has come before now. That is life for you. What you do today is waiting for you tomorrow. Let him be a man enough to restructure Nigeria now. After all, he went to court 31 times against OBJ government. Because of it, it is now his turn. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.